You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. So why do I run? Why do I wrestle with your will? Why do I struggle to live up to the standard you have for me? For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. So it's my responsibility to aim to hit the mark, to wake up as a daughter of Christ and to have faith and beyond. I love you and Jesus loves you. Kenya McIntosh. And do that there also. So definitely check out Quality on Substack, and let's get into the rest of the show. Okay, we're gonna get into Sprinkle. Now, if you don't know what Sprinkle is, pretty much it's from this person called Shara7. And she pretty much live streams for like 3 hours giving women advice on dating. But her dating advice is controversial because she tends to talk about using manipulation tactics and things like that in order to get a wealthy man. And there has been more controversy because there has been talk about, or people have been giving their testimonials and experiences from using Shara7's advice and have found that it has wreaked havoc in their lives and has turned out to be actually a very terrible thing. If you guys don't follow Bella Rings or aren't subscribed to her channel, check out Bella Rings on YouTube, and she has a new she has an episode pertaining to a lady that took Shara7's advice, ended up marrying a wealthy man, and the wealthy man ended up touching her children and ended up raping her. So yeah, if you want more of an analysis on that, definitely check out Bella Rings. She goes in depth on that, and that's kind of what inspired me to go through Shara7 advice and give my reaction to it. So let's get into it.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what you need, what you want. If you want a good life and a good marriage and a good relationship, he has to love you more. I don't care. That's just how it has to be. If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman.
I've heard this a lot. I've heard this often. But what is so wrong with loving each other equally? Or like, and I feel like there will be moments when, I mean, ultimately love is an action. It's not like really it's not a feeling. But love is action and daily actions. And as someone recently married, I just think that there might be moments where you will have to love on your husband more than he will love on you, and there will be moments where he will have to love on you more than you love him, and then there will be moments where there is just equal amount of love to be shared between each other. But I think ultimately, like, love is not a feeling. So to say that someone loves more, I think is objective, or I think that to say that someone loves more is subjective. And I don't necessarily agree that he has to love you more, because there will be moments when I say love on rather than love, because like I said, love is an action. So it's not going to, so if she's like using it in the terms of love is an action and she's saying that he has to do more for you, more than you do for him. I still don't agree with that. I think it should just be equal, like, hey, if he needs this, then like take the initiative to try and fill in that gap. If she needs this, he takes the initiative to try to fill in that gap. It should be like equally, just like, what do you need? Let me help you. What do you need? Let me help you. Like, yeah. So no, I don't agree with that. I think it should be equal distribution of love, if that makes sense. But if we want to talk about he should love you more, yeah, that's my take on that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Look at cars. Because a man can be cute and broke, and he knows you ain't going nowhere. But looking at cars is totally different. Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. Totally different. Because a man can be cute and broke, and they're looking at another woman. Look at cars. If you're on a date and they're looking at another woman, look at cars. Because a man can be cute and broke, and he knows you ain't going nowhere. But looking at cars is totally different. Oh my God, look, there's a Bentley. I wonder who's driving that. You know, that way he sees you're not looking at looks, you're looking at money. I mean, yeah. Don't look at other men, look at cars. That'll get them. Girl, let them big hoop earrings go. Throw them.
Okay, so she said, if he's looking at other women, look at cars. If he's looking at other women, why not just leave? Why not just not deal with him? If he's looking at other women, that doesn't make any sense. Why are you trying to tit for tat instead of just being like, yo, stop looking at other women? If he continues to do it, peace out, Girl Scout. Like, I just feel like that's common sense. Like, why even deal with someone that's obviously looking at other women? Is it just me? I don't know.
When the trash or selling or something, girl, don't. Okay. You're not J-Lo, and they not get them. Girl, let them big hoop earrings go. Throw them in the trash or selling or something, girl, don't. You're not J-Lo, and they not coming back. They're not classy. Like, they're like, I've worn them, and I used to love hoop earrings in the 90s. They're so 90s. But I can't, like, when you see people with hoop earrings, especially in America, I don't know if it's like this in other cultures and countries, it screams ratchet. That's it. I lied and cheated in school and my...
Okay, I mean, I agree. I do think, especially like the really big hoop earrings, I do think they fall under the ratchet category. Personally, I'm definitely team pearl stud earrings. That is my style. But then again, I agree with her on that statement. That I just think it's classier with like pearls and studs and things like that. Yeah, so I do unfortunately agree with her on that one.
Jobs, and that's how I got ahead. Exactly. You know how they try to trick jobs, and that's how I got ahead. Exactly. Brings ratchet. That's it. I lied and cheated in school and my jobs, and that's how I got ahead. Exactly. You know how they try to trick you. They say, oh, cheaters never win, and losers never prosper. I mean, and cheaters never prosper, and don't lie, and karma. Everyone who is anyone that has something is a liar, a manipulator, a cheater, or whatever you want to call them. Okay. All the timid people who don't have much, they're the ones that are so honest and so humble and so this and so that. So that's why they are in the position that they're in, because they can't make it in this real world, okay, by telling the truth all the time. I'm not bringing.
Okay, but like at what cost? You know, like at what cost? Okay, yeah, you get ahead because you lied and you cheated, but the cost is you have poor character. The cost is that you affected people in a negative way. You probably hurt people, but does that not matter because now you are in a position of power or you have all this money? Like, at what cost is lying and cheating and getting to places okay? Like, there's always something. There's always cause and effect. At what cost will you lie? Like, it's just poor character. It's poor character. Yeah, you have all this, you get money, yeah, you get power. But if you do so in a way that is like, who's gonna trust you? Like, there's this book I was reading called Give and Take. And typically in a book, givers win. Because if you're just a taker and you're just someone that has poor character like that, is anyone really going to trust you? Is anyone really going to want to rock with you for real, for real? No, because you're a liar, you're a cheater, you're a manipulator. You're not going to have, and you're going to be surrounded by liars and cheaters and manipulators. Those are going to be your friends, because people that are honest and people that really have some set of morals is not going to want to rock with people like that. And there's more to life than being powerful and having a lot of money. I'm not saying having a lot of money is bad. I'm not saying power is bad. But if the driving factor is to lie, cheat, and manipulate to get what you want at all costs, and you're not having an attitude of service, of servitude, of giving, then that what is that all life is to you? Like, that sounds just so empty and depressing. Yeah, it's just not it. It's just not it. Like, there's just so much more to life than, I don't know. I'm a stronger proponent of being a good steward and multiplying what you have over just being excessively, let me get what I want at all costs, nobody matters kind of mentality. Like, that's just disrespectful. It's just disrespectful and rude.
Bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want a woman to bring something to the table, go to IHOP. Go to the restaurant where you can tip her, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if I bring something to the table, you're going to be mad because it's going to be another man who's going to not ask me to bring something to the table. He's going to take care of the bill, them kids, and everybody else. And you, if you look broke. And this is why I'm telling you, girls, stop.
Let's watch that again.
Because they can't make it in this real world, okay, by telling the truth all the time. I'm not bringing nothing to the table, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want a woman to bring something to the table, go to IHOP. Go to the restaurant where you can tip her, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if I bring something to the table, you're going to be mad because it's going to be another man who's going to not ask me to bring something to the table. He's going to take care of the bill, them kids, and everybody else. And you, if you look broke. And this is why I'm telling you.
I don't know. The whole sprinkle thing is just distracting. It's distracting. But I don't know. Why is it so wrong to want to bring something to the table? Why is it so wrong to want to add value into the relationship, add something to the relationship? Like, why is that? Why? It's just lazy. And like the word that tells us not to be lazy, not to be idle, not to just sit around. Because like I said in the previous segment, we are all given specific talents, specific strengths, all those things. And just to sit around and be lazy and take care of your kids, take care of everything, and you not do anything, that's just lazy. It's lazy.
You girls, stop. He don't love you unless he marries you, okay? He don't love you, and you are single until you are married. That's all I'm gonna say. He don't love you, and you are single until you are married, okay? But most Black women are overweight or obese. Well, you know what?
So is she like saying if you're a single woman, boyfriend, girlfriend, is she like condoning that it's okay to entertain other people because they're not married? That's what I'm getting. Let me know if you're getting that same thing. But that's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Because especially like if you are in a relationship, you're boyfriend, girlfriend, but you are working towards marriage, this is terrible advice. And do not take it, okay? Do not take it whatsoever. You're in a situationship, I would certainly agree. I would agree. If you're in a situationship, he has not committed to you, there's no commitment, no chance of marriage, no chance of even being a boyfriend and girlfriend, you are single. You are single. That's my mom. But you are single if you are in a situationship category. But if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, you guys have talked about marriage, talked about what the next step is. Do not take her advice. Do not do it, okay? Because especially if you know he's a good man. I mean, I'd be perfect, but you know he's a good man. He treats you well. He treats you with respect, which is something I have not heard her talk about yet. He treats you with respect. Because looking at other women is not respect. But he treats you with respect. He talks to you with love and affection. All those things. He's a man of God. Do not take her advice. Do not do it. No.
Or until you are married. Okay.
But most Black women are overweight or obese. Well, you know why? Because you can't afford a gym membership for them. And they would rather eat than be with a broke man. They would rather sit down and prepare a meal for their kids and their family and eat and get fat because y'all aren't worth being skinny for. What we gonna be looking?
This is crazy. This is crazy. What? She said Black women eat because y'all can't afford gym memberships for them. You should want to be fit and want to be healthy for yourself. Okay? You should want to, like, so when you're 70 years old, you'll be able to be mobile and move around. So you won't have health issues. You should do that for yourself, not because you're trying to get a man. Like, that might be a goal, but ultimately you should want to work out and move and like do all those things so you can be a healthy person. So like so when you have kids, you'll be able to move around with them. You'll be able to practice their sports with them. You'll be able to pick them up and lug them around and like move. Like I said, so when you're 70, you can like function and still be healthy and not have to depend on medication, not have to get dialysis, not have to do all of these things that tend to happen when we don't take care of our bodies. And she said because Black women would rather eat than spend time with dusties. Why wouldn't a Black woman prefer to work out instead of spend time with dusties? You know, like, why is it just overeating? Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot for me, if you could not tell.
Good and snatch store to go get some coffee. Oh, I got to go to the gym. I might get invited out for some coffee tomorrow. Let me go get my brows waxed so I can get this coffee.
And I feel like the whole coffee date thing, like, I feel like it's very, I don't know, I think it's just kind of rude to expect a man to spend $400 on a date. On the very first date. He does not even know you. He doesn't even know if he wants to like actually have you in his life. Like, I could understand for like an anniversary date, for a Valentine's Day date, want to treat you real well because I love you date. But for a first date when you don't even know each other, he doesn't even know your character. I'm not mad at the coffee date thing. I am not mad at the coffee date thing. Like, if I had a son, I'd be like, listen, if you want to weed them out, especially the money hungry ones, take her to coffee. I would tell my son that. Take her to coffee. Take her to coffee. I wouldn't say McDonald's. I wouldn't do that. But a cute coffee shop, what's wrong with that? You guys are just having a conversation, getting to know each other, getting to know each other's character. Because if all the money is gone and you decide to marry her, she will leave. If you lead with money, she will leave. But if you start off and you're like, hey, let me take you to the coffee shop, get to really know her character, if she's really about going to the coffee shop in the first place, I would tell my son that 100%.
Ooh, girl, I gotta go. I can't. I'm fasting, girl. I'm going to Applebee's tomorrow. What do we have to be skinny for? Y'all ain't taking us nowhere where we got to fit into something to look extra good. Y'all ain't taking us to no fundraiser. We ain't going to no gala. Y'all ain't getting no private jets, jet us off. Y'all ain't surprising us with plane tickets nowhere where we got to be snatched. Y'all trying to take us to Applebee's into your mama house.
How do you know if you're?
And that's why you pick a good quality guy that has something going for him, that has good character, and you might be surprised at the places that he will take you. And if you're not even prepared by looking snatched, you won't even have that experience or that opportunity in front of you. That's why you be healthy for yourself. You be mobile for yourself, and you will look presentable in that manner. And someone that is attracted to that kind of fitness will see that and will come along. But if you're not even trying to prepare for that, then what the heck? You're gonna get what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a dusty.
If you're the ugly friend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you know if you the ugly friend? Ugly friend.
Surprising us with plane tickets nowhere where we got to be snatched. Y'all trying to take us to Applebee's into your mama house.
How do you know if you're the ugly friend? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you know if you the ugly friend? Ask a child that don't know you. Take a picture of you and your friend. Hold it up to some child. Who's prettier? Who's ugly in this picture? Okay. I've been with him 4 years and we still ain't.
I feel like that shouldn't even. I just feel like there are so many more important questions to ask. Like, there are people asking these questions. It's just like, I just feel like there are so many bigger things to focus on. So many more important things to focus on in this life than if you're the ugly friend or not. And if you are, so what? Like, the Lord made you how you are supposed to look for a reason to attract whoever, to be wherever He wants to put you and place you. I just feel like that shouldn't even matter. What should matter the most is, how is your self-esteem? How's your confidence? Focus on those things. And if you're the ugly friend, it won't even matter because you have confidence, you have self-esteem, and you follow the Lord. Like, it does not even matter. I feel like the question does not matter. It does not. And if all you're focused on is looks and not like your inner needs to be better than your outer, in my opinion.
Ain't moved out or have a ring and currently he has no job, then you a prisoner. You've been kidnapped by a broke man. Then you a prisoner or have a. Okay. I've been with him 4 years and we still ain't moved out or have a ring and currently he has no job. Then you a prisoner. You've been kidnapped by a broke man. Honestly, I don't even know why you're still there.
How do you get out of a situation?
Yeah, I don't know why you would still be in that situation either. That just does not sound like a wise situation. Don't know like how they came to be. Don't know how they decided to start being together. Don't know if they have kids together. Don't know any of that. But it just sounds like, yeah, don't know how long they were in that situation. But if there has never been a conversation about marriage, peace out, Girl Scout. Peace out, Girl Scout. But if there has been conversations about marriage and this is just like a season in time where he doesn't have a job, persevere is what I would say. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I don't know why you're still there either. Especially if he hasn't had a job for 4 years. Like, don't know about that one.
You're not, if it's a situationship, then you're not in anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to ask how to get out. It's not even a relationship. So you don't have anything. You can just ghost. 4s and 5s want to be treated like that.
I don't agree with ghosting, but I would, yeah, if you're in a situationship, there's nothing, you're not in a relationship, there's no commitment, even if it feels like he or she might be doing relationship things. If they have not said, you are my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, it is just me and you, I have intentions to marry you one day, then no. But I think you need to have an exit conversation. I don't think, unless it's just so hard and you gotta ghost them. But I think there should be an exit conversation and be an adult and be like, hey, yeah, this is just not working for me. Peace out. Not like that. Don't say it like that. But that was summarized. But yeah.
And broke men want to be treated like kings. Guess we at a standstill. Bye. And broke men, you can just ghost. 4s and 5s want to be treated like that. And broke men want to be treated like kings. Guess we at a standstill. Bye. And broke men want to be treated like kings. Okay. But see, a 4 and a 5 can still be spoiled and get treated like a queen and get their money right here in America. We ain't got to go nowhere. We still gonna get it. Okay. Okay. You said you will not.
Don't really think I have a thought on that. I don't know. Like, just treat everyone with respect. No, I don't know what to say with that. Like, what do you guys think? Because I don't know. I'm just like, you like who you like. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. And if you're not attracted to them, you don't like them, just tell them that straight up and be respectful about it. And treat people with respect, despite whether you're attracted to them or not.
Knock me out. You must be super dusty with nothing to lose. This is how them dusties talk. They don't mind spending the weekend and the summer in jail. Free food, right? Free food and shelter until tax season. You can get out for finding a pig Misha, right? Do glasses make me look dusty, Ike? Okay. Well, I know you are the expert on dusty. So yeah, I would say expert in the house. Lazy gold diggers. Thank you. That is a compliment. Like, who wants to be a hard worker that doesn't get any money from their band? Like, who want to be that? Call me a lazy gold digger any day. And you ain't gonna call me broke.
It's just so crazy. That's just, you want to be called a lazy gold digger. That's crazy. But there are men out there that will be okay with having a lazy gold digger as long as she looks good. But then I feel like that's how you end up in a situation like the girl that Bella Rings did a reaction to. Like, you end up in terrible situations when all you think about is money and not doing anything. Like, you have to, it's just not good to be idle because then you find yourselves in situations like that. Like, I'm all for like being a stay-at-home mom, all for that. Like, but being a stay-at-home mom is hard work. Okay, in this instance, it just seems like it's just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to live a lavish life and not do anything and just be taken care of and my kids out of my hair, and I don't want to do anything. So that's what her advice is giving, and I think it just makes for not a full life.
Whenever they say they don't want commitment, say, good, I don't either. Reverse psychology. Okay. A man always wants what he can't have. Don't ever either. Your form of commitment means sex. Sex is a commitment. So when he says, oh, I don't want to commit, I'm so glad you said that, because I totally agree. I don't think we need any type of commitment, not even a physical commitment. There you go. Commitment to you means something totally different than it means to him. So y'all need to figure out what commitment means to each other. I would recommend pretending like commitment means sex to you. And I bet you he gonna commit real quick, because y'all have two totally separate definitions of it.
How do you ask men for money without feeling that?
If a man says that he just want to commit, then just leave him alone. Why do you have to do this reverse tit for tat psychology thing and not just be like, oh, you don't want commitment? Okay, bye. Let me get someone who wants commitment, and I don't have to do all this extra stuff in order to get commitment. Make it make sense.
Like this. Man for money without feeling that, like this.
I have two totally separate definitions of it.
Man for money without feeling that, like this. Do you want to make me happy right now? Yeah, of course I do. I want to make you happy too. But later on. Well, what do you want? No, I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you yet.
Come on, what is it? Then whisper in his ear like this. I want you to take me to the ATM and give me as much money as you choose. It's kind of a kink. I just want to see what you're going to give. It's gonna be like, okay, let's go. Then you're going to say, no, never mind. You're going to tease him a little bit. You're going to say, never mind. How about the next time we see each other, you just bring it to me? There you go. It's a challenge. He already know he wants to do something because you just whispered in his ear. And you know what that do. So you got to break out of shyness. You got to break out of shyness.
That's another thing that we have.
It's just, the manipulation. It's so wild to me to just be so manipulative and like just moving pieces how you want them to be in order for someone to do what you want them. In order for someone to do what you want from them. In order for someone to do what you want them to do. That is manipulation. And that is witchcraft. And you just saw it play out right there, and it just made me sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. I didn't like it. I did not like it. It made me feel gross. and for her to be able to just do that, and I'm probably sure she does that with various men, for her to do that and not feel anything, anything, just like taking men's money. Yeah, that's a bit much for me. So therefore, I'm done with this segment. Yeah, I'm done with this because this is just it's sickening. It's sickening. But yeah, my thing is manipulation is never the answer because you manipulate. There's circumstances that may come to you, consequences that may come because of your manipulation. So like anyone, like the girl, once again, that Bella Rings did her analysis on, she used Shara Seven's tactics and she got. So manipulation is never the answer because you reap what you sow, for real. You reap what you sow. So like going back to what she said about liars, cheaters, getting ahead in life, you reap what you sow. You may not reap it, you may not get justice in this life, but you will when you have to answer to the Lord. You will when you have to answer to the Lord, baby. So I want to look at Matthew 11:28-30. It says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take yoke upon you and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find the rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Yeah, because I think a lot of people tend to do manipulation tactics and do those things because they feel like they don't have control and they want to have control, or they feel like they are lacking in some area, they need something, and rather than just giving it to the Lord, they take it into their own hands and end up with consequences because you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. But nothing in this life is going to give you rest. Nothing in this life is going to make you feel secure. No amount of money is going to make you truly feel secure inside except for Jesus. He is the one that will give you rest. It says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart. You will find rest in your souls." We find rest in our souls when we are lowly and humble in our hearts. Things that she was teaching and things that she was saying was not lowly or humble. It was manipulative and evil. But the Lord's yoke is easy. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to think about how to get from A to B and like move pieces by on your own. And the Lord God is behind the scenes and He's moving things. For His yoke is easy and His burden is light. So my question is, why is Sprinkle Share 7 methodology so appealing? I think it's appealing because people, women, they want to be secure and they want to have security in their relationships. And their view of security is through money. And yes, money provides a way of being secure, but nothing, and like I said, nothing will make you feel secure unless you have a relationship with Jesus, because He's the one that will provide, and He is the one that provides rest. He provides money. He provides clothing and food and all of these things that, yeah, He provides all these things in the best way. In the best way. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to try to be in control and like move pieces of your own, because He is there and we have to depend on Him in order to do those things. So it's appealing. This methodology is appealing because women ultimately, I think, in my opinion, just want to feel secure. But I think going about it her way is the wrong way to do it. I think the right way to do it is through a relationship with Jesus, and because you become secure in yourself. You become secure with the things that He provides. And you just don't have to do all these extra things. You don't have to like think about certain things the way that she thinks about them. Like, there's just a peace and a rest when you follow Jesus and not things like Share 7. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. But if you want to support the content, support the channel, we do have a quality store. And here we have our classic collection that we have now. It is quality. We have black on black sweatshirt, black on black beanie with some other various colors here. And then we have a cup. We have t-shirts, mugs, hats, candles, blankets. Because you made it this far, I'm going to give a giveaway. All you have to do is comment down below your favorite part of the video and make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and I will pick a giveaway winner by the next video.